There we go. New controller. For now. Device is ready. Let's go back to this and we'll check it in a sec. Alright, looking hopeful at least. There might be a chance. Alright, I did some research. Found out how much it'd take to get the Grandmaster gear set. We got the guy. And basically, the conclusion is we are going to just keep doing the main story, and hopefully I find some of the crafting supplies, because it is a lot, and it's all very expensive. Ooh. The normal Xbox One controller feels different now. Using the Elite for so long. Wait, yeah. I've got a replacement coming. So there's some hope, but it sucks that the left bumper wasn't working. Like, it's so much better now. It took me way too long to figure that out. Hold on. Regis Philbin.
Think your friend's hand will make for a nice broth?
You've clearly honed your sense of humor. But we are not cannibals, Geralt. I took a fragment of tissue from their hand. It will suffice to prepare some resonance.
What did you do with the rest?
I cremated it, as our codex commands. A raven told me you'd acquired the necessary ingredient.
They're pretty helpful, aren't they?
Pretty helpful creatures. Calling them often?
I try not to overdo it. But they can be so useful, as they were now, when I merely needed to be sure I could arrive in time should things go sour.
Managed fine alone, but thanks for the thought. Gonna need much longer to finish brewing resonance? Mentioned a last ingredient, too. What about that?
That, I fear, might prove troublesome. You see, to use the concoction to summon the memories of one, the solution must contain the blood of another specimen of the same species.
Shouldn't be a problem. I happen to know a higher vampire who should be willing to help. Right, Regis?
It's not that simple, I'm afraid. While you were away, I tried my damnedest to identify a replacement, but alas, none such exists.
Not sure I understand what the problem is. Can't we just draw some of your blood?
The blood must be in an agitated state. As I'm certain you know, higher vampires can change their corporeal shell. As our flesh changes, so does our blood's chemical composition. To make a long story short, I shall need to induce in myself a state of strong psychokinetic arousal. In brief, madness, rabidity. And that stands to be very, very dangerous.
He's gonna turn into a rabbit.
Dangerous? Why? I mean, you'll still be you, right?
True, but I should be highly agitated, in a state of fury. You know better than I that fury cannot be controlled. If you've ever seen an enraged vampire, you know very well that all who find themselves nearby will be in grave danger.
How will we handle that? I'd rather not have you lunge at me, claws extended.
That makes two of us. But worry not. I've thought it through very thoroughly. Details to follow soon.
All right, so what do you want to do?
Oh,
We
details
shall visit
following
Tesha Mudna, an ancient vampire estate. There we will find cages suspended in the air. I will enter one, be confined. You will lure beasts there. Beasts you will then kill. The bloodletting should prove profuse. Abundant enough so that the blood scent will drive me mad. Wild.
Tesha Mudna. What's it like?
It is a place of torment. A torture chamber. Long ago, shortly after we'd arrived in this world, one among us named Kagmar developed such a taste and lust for human blood that in one night he could imbibe an entire village. This brought trouble on the entire species. Common folk wearied quickly of living in constant fear. They began to hunt us, seek the aid of mages and witches in tracking us down.
So what? Not like they could ever hope to kill you.
But they were bothersome. Forgive the comparison, but when did you last enjoy mosquitoes buzzing around your head? In any case, the other vampires decided something had to be done. Kagmar had to be caught and punished. A torture chamber was thus outfitted in the dungeons of Tesha Mudna. Inside it, a cage made entirely of a special alloy of silver, dalvinite, and meteorite steel. Kagmar was captured and locked in the cage. Sat there over 2 centuries, driven to fury time after time, never able to escape. Thus I know the cage will withstand the fury to which we shall drive my humble being.
Let's do it.
See no reason to dawdle. Tesha Mudna. Take me there.
In a moment. Just one last
Caligon,
thing.
take me away. Okay, moment's up.
What was that?
Blood. Oh, the last favor the Raven did me. I've also taken some Sancurium, a solution that sharpens one's sense of smell. One drop of blood shall smell like a gallon to me now.
You crazy? You're a recovering addict.
Your outrage warms my heart, Geralt. But you must remain calm. I had no choice. As things stand, the die is cast. High time we set off for Tesh and Mutna. My head's spinning already, and you're starting to smell quite tasty.
And you're starting to scare me.
Whoa, he's teleporting.
We have arrived. The sacrificial chamber of torture and torment lies underground.
One last time, are you
Sure
sure?
you know what you're doing?
I can only hope I do. Please, let's go. The longer we delay, the less control I shall have of my faculties. I'd really prefer not to hurt you.
I'll lead the way
You
then.
lead.
Side note, this body.
Scurvers must be getting close to their feeding ground.
Correct. I told you there'd be danger.
Scurvers. Do they have scurvy? I'm not scurved.
Beyond this wall lies...
An ancient vampire dungeon. Seen a lot of things in my time. Nothing quite like this, though.
I feel honored. A man with such a wealth of experience, yet I'm about to show him something new. Now, to open it.
How the hell?
It's an ancient form of protection against unwanted guests. The mechanism which releases the lamp
Yeah, well,
reacts
41.
only to a higher vampire's blood.
Tricky mechanisms. A vampire hideout.
Or go too far.
Fortified, secure.
Ooh, insta-torch.
Must have been important to your species once. Toussaint.
I feel like that's something they added for the DLC. I
It should
probably
always
should have
be
been
so.
using torches more often.
During the conjunction, the gate from our world into this one opened upon this land and no other. This was the first place we
See talking. I'm gonna loot. Human husbandry and care.
This for real?
Oh man, we're gonna have to read this one for sure. The most important aspect of raising human livestock is to provide the herd with conditions that, on the one hand, guarantee their survival, but, on the other hand, do not extend too far beyond the minimum needed for that survival. It should be borne in mind that people are creatures bestowed with great intelligence, or rather cunning and instincts that allow them to gain as much as possible from their environment. In terms of husbandry, this means humans will always try to obtain more than we give them. It is recommended, therefore, to provide each individual with a place to sleep, a meal twice a day, and permanent access to water. These conditions, which might seem overly luxurious to some, ensure the optimal production of high-quality hemoglobin, more details on diet in later chapters. Also essential is access to air, without which humans die within minutes. There's no need to be concerned about the ability for human livestock to multiply in the conditions described above. If they are ensured minimal existence and male and females are mixed, they will copulate irrespective of whether they are in captivity or not. It is worth mentioning here that there is a school of thought that suggests treating human livestock with greater freedom and care, including providing them with better quality fodder and a certain degree of freedom. This allegedly ensures a greater amount of favorable elements in the blood and makes them tastier. However, it is worth mentioning that this method of husbandry is much more difficult and requires emotional bonding techniques, which will be discussed in later chapters.
The author observed humans, their behavior, over the many years he spent breeding them. Morally suspect though it may be, it's a thorough survey of the topic.
Champion of Teshimutna. I am he who serves the tribe. Exalted above men, I renounce human weaknesses. Uplifted above men, I became keeper of my flock. Filled with strength, I turned my sword against the enemies of the tribe. I am master and slave. I am the executor of the will of the tribe. I accept the sword and this armor so I may serve the tribe. Ooh, cool. Let's take a look at it. Sword's better. Armor, that's a heavy armor though. I don't like care much for that. Preview. Ooh. Looks cool though. I mean, I like the Henry armor, but
This place. There's evil here.
still looks cool.
Death hangs in the air.
Yes. Great many
Wait.
beings have breathed their last here.
I'll have to go through that again. Sorry, I was falling behind there, Regis.
It's not far now, Geralt.
Broken meteorite pickaxe.
Cliffs are carved into the rock. Coated with blood used to be. They mean something?
They're emblems, symbols of, well, what you would call tribes, dispersed throughout the world after the conjunction. My ancestors.
I don't think I need
placed
the extra
them
light right
here
now.
to remind us all where we came from.
Battery cage versus free range human.
Seems your kind assembled a peculiar little library.
In recent decades, many of us have come to believe that a much more effective way of obtaining good quality human blood than hunting individuals is a systemic controlled husbandry. Apart from the obvious advantage, such as being able to control what the flocks eat and the ability to crossbreed specific individuals to obtain offspring with the best hemoglobin, another clear advantage to breeding human flocks is that domesticated humans held in confinement, as opposed to those in their natural habitat, i.e. villages and towns, become less aggressive and therefore less troublesome. When it comes to farming humans, there are various schools, of which two seem to have gained the widest acceptance in recent times, namely battery cage and free-range husbandry. This thesis describes in detail the advantages and disadvantages, as well as the methods of carrying out each type of breeding. As an introduction, it is worth mentioning the basic differences between types. Battery cage human husbandry, described very accurately and in detail in the book Human Husbandry, is the placing of several male and female individuals in a closed, restricted space with permanent access to air, food, and water. This form of breeding differs from free range in that the flocks are not permitted to leave the breeding area and is held captive for the entirety of their lives. Free range, on the other hand, involves leaving the flock in its natural habitat or creating habitats to that simulates it closely, i.e. creating villages, more on which can be found in the chapter Human Villages, establishing and growing a herd, and then making the herd psychologically or physically dependent on its owner. The most effective method for making a human individual dependent is guaranteeing its safety and permanent access to high-quality feed, as well as adding that a human trusts its owner, does not feel fear, and does not defend itself when having its blood drunk, which limits the production of noradrenaline and cortisol, which have a negative impact on the taste of blood. Furthermore, it may happen that a domesticated free-range human may feel a certain pleasure when its owner drinks its blood, most likely associated with sexual tension, which causes an intensification of the blood's flavor. Oh, the blood.
Indeed. Though I personally did not lay a hand to it.
What's this symbol mean?
It's the symbol of the Tedet. Those who went east, beyond the Blue Mountains.
What about this one?
And this one? Which tribe's this?
I want the lore.
Garisham. My tribe, and
Yes.
Daniel's. We both remained in this part of the world.
Yeah. Ooh, who's the mask? Dave.
Cells? Who for?
Disgraceful. Excruciatingly so, this particular page from our history. I'd rather not summon the demons of the past if it's all right with you.
And this one? Which tribe's this?
Garisham. My tribe, and Deadloves.
We already
both remained
handled
in
this.
part
Let's
of the
talk
world.
about this one.
Whose is this cliff?
Amaran. They ventured beyond the sea.
So much lore. High quality DLC here. Transcript of a conversation with a lower being. Transcript of a conversation between Master Azael Hildegard and a human being. Who are you? My name is Alex Biscuit. Wait. Okay, let's get the voice right. Who are you? My name is Alex Biscuit. Why is all your skin trembling? I'm scared, sir. You're scared, I don't understand. You don't know what fear is, sir? No, I've mastered your language yet. Some concepts are beyond me. What is fear? It's a feeling that destroys every other feeling. It controls your head and your heart. What do you mean? I thought it was a kind of pain. I have carried out tests in my laboratory on people and discovered that a mother subject to appropriate stimuli is able to forget about her child, think only about how to avoid pain. So fear would be similar to pain? No, pain rules the body, but fear is born in the heart. Oh yes. What you say is very interesting. I think I'll have to examine your heart in the laboratory. What do you mean examine? I mean examine. Take it out and subject it to proper examination. But sir, that would kill me. Yes. Your mortality is a great inconvenience, but not me who created your species. I'm responsible for its excessive frailty. Conversation was carried out in human language, such as it was written down. The transcript does not need translating. Alright, that should be all the armor.
Whose is this cliff?
Nope, not that one.
Amaran. They ventured beyond the sea.
I don't know why this one keeps showing up red, because we definitely talked about it.
What's
This
this
is the Blue
symbol
Mountain
mean?
one, right?
It's the symbol of the Dead. Those who went east beyond the Blue Mountains.
So much lore. Quick save, lore. Don't jump on his head. Boop. Oh, yeah.
Charming place. But what are all those cages for? Mentioned one vampire being kept here.
Yes, well, you see, humanitarians is something my ancestors were not. They concluded Kagmar would best be punished if he were tormented with the scent of blood he could not taste. Thus, they also kept humans here. Humans whose blood they slowly let. Kagmar ranted and raged in pain as those humans slowly bled to death.
They treated them like
That's kinda
livestock.
cruel.
Live bait.
I'd like to be able to turn back time, deny it, but alas, I can do neither. Feel shame for my brethren. That is all I can do.
Don't take it so hard. Nothing you could have done about it. Let's get to work.
Well, that was awkward. Fine. I prepared the bait. Please be so kind and place it. Ideally at the tunnel entrances.
Scavenger,
Something will
scavenger.
spread most effectively then.
Alright.
Place the bait
Before we go too far, whoops.
at the tunnel entrances. Monsters will catch its scent more quickly.
When I think how these tunnels got here, send shivers.
It was the natural order of things. The place reeked of death and it attracted necrophages.
Hold on. Do I need to pull this that way? There we go. Alright, before we go too far, get the big save.
3 done. 1 left. Think this'll work?
I certainly hope so. The meat stench is so thick, I'd wager it carries clear to Novigrad.
Alright. Save. Okay, it didn't automatically start, so we'll do that
It's
and
set.
talk to him.
What now?
I shall enter the cage. You must chain me inside. The bars are made of an alloy that will prevent me from transforming into mist.
That's
Kinda
one of the
thought
questions
you wouldn't
I had,
want
but
to.
I shall be in great pain. My sole thought being to stop that pain. I cannot know what I will do.
fair enough. You getting angry.
We must hurry. The beasts have caught the scent also my head. Started spinning.
That the blood?
Someone who's never experienced a vampire's bloodlust does not know the true meaning of thirst.
Maybe we need a safe word. You know, something you'll say when you can't take it anymore.
And what would you do once I uttered it?
Don't know. Calm you down. Somehow.
Please, girl. You won't be able to. You must...
You just smell the blood.
Wait. Ooh, whatever that thing is, that's a lot bigger than the others. Oh, that worked.
It grows. I shall overcome.
Good. Because I can hear more coming.
There's a lot of things in here now. Good die. Nope, that was the opposite of not dying. That was dying. Alright, I kind of forgot to drink like 30 different potions. I could drink, that would have helped.
Bait set. What now?
Yep.
Maybe we need a safe word. You know, something you'll say when you can't take it anymore.
And what would you do once I uttered it?
Don't know. Calm you down. Somehow.
Please, girl. You won't be able to. We must forge through.
You just smelled the blood.
Yeah, that's what I want. Game, goddamn cunt, hockey, God. It wouldn't. I was trying to pick Quen and it didn't. One of these days I might get through some of these games without cursing. That was annoying. Alright, let's try this again.
Bait set. What now? Maybe we need a safe word. You know, something you'll say when you can't take it anymore.
This.
And what would you do once I uttered it?
Don't know. Calm you down. Somehow.
Nope.
You just smell the blood.
Try to make sure Quen stays up. Oh shit, not that guy. God, no fucking Geralt, come on! Why would you attack the giant guy when I was distinctly pointing the joystick at the little guy? I had a good run going too, and now it's all fucked up again.
Bait set. What now? Maybe we need a safe word.
wrecked.
You know, something you'll say when you can't take it anymore.
And what would you do once I uttered it?
Don't know. Calm you down. Somehow.
Please, girl. You won't be able to. We must forge through this, that is all.
You just smelled the blood.
time he hit me? Oh, fucking fucks. This isn't going well at all.
Bait set. What now? Maybe you need a safe word. You know, something you'll say when you can't take it anymore.
And what will you do once I uttered it?
Don't know. Calm you down. Somehow.
Geralt.
Please. You won't be able to. You must forge through this, that is all.
Smell the blood.
Things that helpful, but try it.
Hanging in there.
Growth. I shall overcome.
Good. Because I can hear more coming.
You know the girl? King? Oh, God, why didn't you guess that like 13 times I hit the button? Hard time casting fire.
Hold on. I'll let you out.
Oh, he angry. Give him a hug. That's it. Let it all out.
Need to hang on a little longer. Blood'll dry in a few hours. Scent won't bother you. Get you out of here.
How you feeling?
The concoction.
You can't finish it in this state. Tell me how. I'll help you.
Using.
Any better?
Far from ideal. And some time must pass before I fully recover. But yes, a bit better, thank you.
Let's talk what happened back there. Do we really need to talk about that? Let's do it for content.
Never expected it to be like that. You didn't tell me.
We need not discuss it.
But we do. Because if I'd known you were going to subject yourself to torture...
What would you have done?
Found Detloff some other way.
I did not wish you to use any other way. Did that occur to you?
No, because I thought no being would ever willingly subject itself to that kind of pain. You vampires aren't any different from us in that regard.
I told you, the pain is my way of paying my debt. The enormous debt I owe Detlaff. If I had to do it again, I would in a heartbeat.
Alright, well, let's talk about the brew then.
Resonance. It's ready.
Are you certain you followed the formula? The proportions were exact, the brewing time precise. This is important, Geralt. The slightest deviation could cost even a witcher dearly.
Relax. Got some experience brewing potions.
Very well. In that case, let's begin.
I see everything.
Excuse me. Actually, let me take a moment.
You jumped the queue, sir.
But Count, sir, you must understand. I've a meeting.
Sir,
The council.
you were next. Please, take a seat. This gentleman was here first. Step down or you shall regret it.
Fails to realize he was your friend, Count.
It was then I ordered him to give up his seat and step off the stand. If only you'd seen his face. We got him good, didn't we, Detlaff? And then Mother insisted we buy the mill. Curious, eh?
It's amazing how all his memories are in third person.
But at least I've a yarn to spin for friends and associates.
Forgive me.
What?
Plot twist. Ooh, he's got the Satan hand thing.
Awake at last. You ride like a squirrel caught in a snare. I'd begun to fear they were death throes, that you'd departed.
Sure wasn't pleasant, but it worked.
What did you see?
Delacroix. His death did not come easy. Seems Dettlaff had made friends with him. Still killed him. Chopped up his corpse. And he was overcome with fury. Remorse. Cut off the hand that had committed the murder.
Interesting. And entirely unlike the Dettlaff I know. See anything else?
Saw a moment. Delacroix did something selfless. Was kind to Dettlaff. Guess it could have been the start of their friendship.
Why the uncertainty?
Nothing extraordinary about it. Normal, everyday situation, really. Visions were supposed to issue from strong emotions.
Clearly, the situation provoked such emotions in Dettlaff. Keep in mind, he did later murder Delacroix.
Killing someone who's grown dear to us, it's bound to elicit strong emotion. Vampires are no different in that regard. Did you see anything else?
Saw lots of stuff.
There was something. Showed up twice in the vision. A bootblack stand. Dettlaff first met Delacroix there. Went back after the murder, actually.
Peculiar.
Stand was somewhere in the Port District. And the bootblack acted as if he knew Dettlaff.
That would be even odder. Perhaps we should have a chat with the lad. Though I would expect no breakthroughs.
It's our only lead. I'll go talk to him. Coming with.
I shall
What
join
about
you
the
later
note,
if it's
Geralt?
no trouble. I don't yet feel strong enough to venture out.
That's fair. Rest up. Be back as soon as I learn anything.
Yay! We did it with only minor cursing. Regeneration potion formula. Get better, vampire buddy. Wait. Moo Cap Tower. Alright. Hold on. This way? And up this way. Good, no plants are attacking me. All right.
Ew, stinky.
Time to go look for bootlickers. Oh, he's right there. That was easy. Good job.
So how would you explain it? Whether it pours for a week or the sun bakes our pates, we've always mud up to our ankles here.
You can't blame me for Beauclair's fickle weather.
Fickle weather! I've seen you! You empty your chamber pot in front of our shop each morn, so folks will dirty their boots, go to you to get them cleaned.
A far-fetched conspiracy theory, sirs.
I'll conspire to welt your bum with my belt. Come here!
Leave him alone.
Just who the spit are you?
His father. A Witcher. Now you're concerned. Let's go with
A
Witcher.
Witcher. And I'd advise you to go back where you came from.
I thought witches defend men from monsters, not cheats from justice.
I need
to
the
talk
child.
to the boy.
You
After
can
I get
chat
his
to him
info,
all you like.
you can beat him
we
up.
tan his hide. So stand down.
Not gonna happen.
Won't it?
I gotta punch so many
Well, then
people
we'll thrash you as
in the
well.
city.
Which is all the same to me. Can I get a piece of you, Grey Groin?
We'll circle him! Circle him!
Teach you to help scofflaws and cheats.
Why am I getting dazed so easy? Oh, I got worked.
What's the meaning of this? The brawl? Who started it?
I'm investigating the beast on the Duchess's orders.
Ah, yes. We've heard of you. And these men, what are they doing?
Making things difficult for me.
Obstructing my investigation.
Understood. Right. A few days in the clink ought to teach them not to impede official duchy business. Come on.
Ignore my fisticuffs, kid. I'm
You're
just
very
bad
good
at
with your
battling today.
fists, sir. Wouldn't be
You're very
looking
good,
for
I
work,
suck.
would you? We'd make a fine duo.
A duo?
Yeah? How you imagine that working?
Splendidly. That's how. I suggest a partnership, where I see to the boots while you stand guard. And as you're the stronger, come morn you take the chamber pot out and help me make mud.
Bit about the mud's true? They were right to want to box your ears.
I've got to make a living somehow, so what say you, sir? Partners?
Let me think about it. Listen, I'm interested in a certain gentleman.
Wait, wait! Before we get to talking, please, take a seat.
But my boots are clean.
In this city, no boots are clean unless they just come off my stamp. A seat, sir, please. So then, who was it you wanted to ask about?
One of your patrons. Tall, elegant black frock. Not from around here.
An arrival? Indeed. I hear a faint bell ringing. A modest sum might make it sing out loud and clear.
How much?
Let's say 500 crowns.
What? Gotta be kidding me. What would you even do with that kind of coin?
Expand my venture. I'm sure you can imagine. Have a proper stand with a big sign.
Why is
I want a
everything
new
so
box
expensive?
too. New polishes, new brushes. And if I've enough coin left, I'll buy a share in a launderer's. Get wastewater for free.
Got it all planned out.
I
Smart
should
kid.
think so. Capital is all I require.
Dang it, I knew delusion was coming up.
All right. Let's see if we can't figure something out.
Reverse. Down to 300, kid.
That's not even worth the spit I'd need to use to discuss.
Dang it. I just got a bunch of money. I sold a
That's
bunch of
not
things.
even worth the spit
Ha!
I'd need to use to discuss it.
Whoa, look at that annoyance level. 400?
Out of the question. Quite simply, no.
I don't want to pay you. I just got all this money. Alright, fine. For the
Guess I
story.
can agree to that.
1,000 thanks. I shan't forget it.
Now kick the
Now
child.
to the matter at hand. I know the fellow you seek, though I don't know his name. A steady patron. Gets his boots cleaned every few days. He's very good to me. Always pays me a premium.
Know where I might find him?
No, but you could wait here. Perhaps he'll stop by.
Don't have the time for that. Sure you don't know where to find him? Or maybe notice which direction he came from?
When I clean boots, sir, I do not look up to see where folk come from. I clean.
It seems you're having a rough go of it.
Oh, you're here. Feeling better?
I am, thank you. The local necropolis. The air does wonders for me. Now, if I might intercede, I dare say I've the right question to ask. Young man, you see this vial? One drop added to your boot polish will help you wipe even the most encrusted boot clean as the dome of St. Lebioda's cathedral. With it, you will serve 3 times as many patrons at a fraction of the effort, and piles more coin. I'm prepared to give you this vial if you tell me where the man we seek lives.
And 500 coins.
But you won't hurt him, will you? The gentleman's odd, true, but he's kind.
In point of fact, he's a friend. Yet we had a falling out of sorts and would like to straighten matters out.
I leave his boots at the door of a house near the port. The door is red, but I do not know if the gentleman lives there.
Worth checking. Might happen on a lead.
Would you let me scrape the dirt off your kickers before you go? With all due respect, sirs, your boots could stand a cleaning.
Thank you. Perhaps later.
Now kick the child.
Handled that kid pretty well.
Finding the right approach.
Hold on, 'cause I'm super low right now. I don't know if that helped that much. Oh, I really have the active shield though. I can take that one off. And let's put this here for now. Just work on getting my health back.
Yeah, saw that. Meaning the right thing to bribe them with.
Let's go!
Red door. One the boot black mentioned.
Alright, before we do too much, let's save now that I got my ass handed to me.
We shall talk later. Let's find Detlef. We're close. I can feel it.
Mine.
Won't budge. Gotta break it down.
You might just as well stand out in the street, pound on a drum and holler, Detlef, I'm coming for you. A bit more finesse, I implore you.
Let's hear your idea.
Give me a moment.
Nice. Ever consider becoming a burglar? Skill like that'd come in awful handy.
I considered it briefly, but ultimately concluded it would be terribly dull. Come.
That's not creepy in the least.
He here? Sense him.
No, he's not here, but he was here recently. His scent is still strong.
Let's look around.
Ooh, I'm getting levels. Eviction notice. Eviction notice. Due to non-payment of rent for the premises used for shopkeeping purposes. Administrative court of Beauclair orders the tenant Alric de Samp to vacate the premises within 7 days. Not complying with this eviction notice shall cause the custodial sentence to be imposed on the debtor. The length of the sentence shall be determined by the debtor's court. Bailiff Victor Lemaire. Alright, let's look at... Whoops. Ooh, he's got candy.
Old toy. No use to anyone. Shame. Must have brought someone joy sometime.
Deep, Geralt. Deep. Ooh. Letter to the shopkeeper. Dear Master Shopkeeper, for a long time I've been asking my parents to buy me a toy. Mummy always cries and says that we ain't got no money. We haven't got any money. Daddy gets cross when I ask him when he will earn some money, and once he nearly hit me. Our friends have beautiful toys. Laura has a teddy bear, and Michelle has a doll with golden hair that you can brush with a real comb. Or I'll never have a toy, which is why I'm writing to you, Master Shopkeeper. I wanted to write this letter to you a long time ago, but I didn't know how to write then. Now I know. If you have a pretty toy that other children don't want, I will look after it. It will be happy with me. Please don't laugh at me. I know I'm little, but also know that toys are not truly alive. They only live in our imagination. But so what? I would love it very much. Isa. Whoa. A weird Geralt moment there.
Somebody fixed this recently.
I find these puppets rather disturbing.
I do too.
No dust mark. Somebody moved this here
Ignite the
recently.
horse? Oh, the candle next to it. I was like, whoa. The horse is creepy, but that seems overkill. Overkill.
Nice little trinket. Sometimes I think I might end up like one of these toys.
A stick up your ass?
Somebody fixed this recently.
Drink to that.
Attic, let's go.
Attican.
So this is his nest. Need to look around.
Stuff special flutter.
Detlaff van der Heretain, you do not know us, but we know you to be a vampire. We know also of your weakness for the wench they call Renowed. Now you know this. We shall chain her down and let rats feed on her. We shall flay the skin from her flesh. Yet you can save her. You need but travel to Beauclair, where you shall slay 5 men in the manner we prescribe. You must complete the killing in 3 days. Fail, and the next letter you receive will contain a memento of your failure. Your beloved's finger.
There you have it. Proof positive Detlaff killed not of his own accord.
A blackmailer sunk his claws into him.
Any idea what it could be? Detlaff have any enemies?
Indeed. Detlaff gains foes occasionally, but they never live long.
One might have managed to evade him.
Possible in theory, but I know of none. It would have to be someone devilishly dangerous.
As you well know, having faced Detlaff yourself.
Whoever it is someone new.
Who's Renowed?
His one-time lover. The sole human woman with whom he was very close. Because she accepted
Bet you it was that one.
With her aid and care,
Pretty good drawer, though.
He found a place for himself in this hostile world. She began the work that I strive to continue.
Ever meet her?
Never had the pleasure, alas. She deserted him a time before he came round to save me, though he always claimed she'd gone missing.
Why do you think
Why
that?
do you think that? Any signs or clues to that effect?
None to be found. Apparently she disappeared one day. Her belongings disappeared with her. Not a scenario one associates with kidnapping.
In my humble opinion, she left on her own. Scared off, perhaps, by a bout of Detlaff's rage that revealed his other, more monstrous side.
Detlaff have trouble letting go, accepting that she'd left him?
Is that so hard to believe? Do you know no humans who've struggled with just such a thing?
And Detlaff is so much more emotional than most humans.
Not only was she his beloved, his lover, his mate, she was a member of his pack. And one never leaves one's pack voluntarily.
You ever try to look?
Detlaff ever try to find her? I mean, if she was that important. Higher vampires have their ways, all kinds. Should have been easy as pie for him.
Geralt, as you rightly noted, we are vampires, not miracle workers. He searched for months on end before giving up. Clearly Renowed knew him all too well. Enough to cover her tracks, leave no way for him to find out.
Even if Renowed did abandon him that time, looks like someone's actually kidnapped her this time.
Hard to argue with that. And hard to foresee what he's prepared to do to free her, get her back.
He's prepared to kill, that's clear.
As would you be for Yennefer. He kills for he cares for her deeply. And that blood, those individuals, they mean nothing to him.
Yeah, I get it now. He's out to rescue a female from his pack.
Exactly.
Right, so someone's blackmailing him. We know that. Still have no idea who. Need to look around some more.
Alright. Back to Witcher Snoof. See, that's dolls.
No dust mark. Somebody moved this here recently. Woman's likeness. Bit smudged. That Renowed?
I don't know. As I said, I never met her.
Reminds me of someone.
Who?
Not sure. Can't help feeling I've seen that face before, though. Nice little trinket.
I find these puppets rather disturbing.
Sometimes I think I might end up like one of these toys.
Letter naming the beast's target.
Look, slips of paper, name on each. Count Crespi, Count Dulac, Milton de Peyrac-Peyrin, Count de Lacroix.
Detlef's victims, one and all. But that's not his hand.
Must have come from whoever wrote the letter, all of it written using the same ink. See the color? Ink was dyed with cinnabarite, rare mineral, pretty much found only in...
Nazaire, but I fear it means very little. Anyone could have imported such ink.
Fair enough. Still worth remembering.
Look, this slip is stained.
With wine. Not much to go on either, especially not in Beauclair.
Perhaps.
There's a lot of whiners here.
Yet perhaps also worth remembering.
Curious about this.
Blackmailer. Kinda curious who it could be.
Why is that?
Regis. Somebody kidnapped a vampire's lover. Bold to begin with. Now they're forcing the vampire to kill. A vampire you yourself insisted no murderer. Blackmailer's skilled. Someone special.
Astute. Now that I think of it, I'm beginning to wonder if...
It's not one of your kind? Another vampire?
Precisely. The plot thickens.
Just a hypothesis. Wouldn't set my heart on it till we know more.
Right you are.
Alright.
Let's sum up what we know. Seems Detlef's being blackmailed. Someone's been feeding him his victims' names.
All noted down using one and the same Nazari ink. And not in his handwriting.
Not much.
But enough to ascertain Detlef's innocence, clearly.
You can go with true.
Actually, it is. Detlef's being manipulated. Some lunatics turned him into a tool, making him kill.
So it would seem. But this illuminates a path of action for us. We must find Renowed, render the blackmail senseless. The lunatic or ticks will thus lose hold on Detlef.
That's one idea. Could be worth a shot. But what about Detlef? He gonna go on killing while I'm out searching for his lover?
He will not. I shall convince him to stay his hand. Assure him you're a friend seeking to help. I'll await him here. He's sure to return sooner or later.
Think he'll listen?
He will.
Ought to wait with you, maybe.
No, he'll sense you from a mile off. Simply fail to appear. I'd better stay alone. You must trust me on this.
Fine. Need to report to the Duchess first.
So be it. We'll await you here. Detlef and I both.
Those puppets are definitely not symbolic. Just so you know.
Oh, we thought it was young.
What? World map. Where am I going? Way over there. Okay, so I need to turn around to get back to the border.
Now drink us some ficky pudding and drink
Oh, we thought it was young. I told my brother.
Oh, report out and see what happens. Oh, come on.
I've sweat dripping
Too quick on the
down
saves.
my bum.
There we go.
Night, love, and wine counsel no half-hearted
do.
measures.
Yeah. GPS says go around this way. Excuse me.
Your Grace. Palace is secure.
Geralt of Rivia, Master Witcher.
I was not mistaken. You arrived and trouble followed soon after.
Step aside. Got a matter for the Duchess.
At last, Witcher. We've been on tenterhooks. Did you catch Milton's killer?
It's gotten complicated.
Case is more serious than we thought. The beast? I couldn't kill it. Didn't manage.
We sent you after a monster, and you return with nothing? We are very disappointed.
Situation's not quite that simple. Beast's a powerful vampire.
Is this a problem? Is it too much for a witcher? A monster slayer? But everyone knows how to end a vampire. Draw him by trick into sunlight. Or arm yourself with ample garlic and drive a stake through its heart.
Garlic's useless against vampires. Sun and stakes don't hurt him either. Those methods, pure invention. Only work in legends and fables.
Yeah, dumbass.
And buckthorn? When I was a child, Grandmama Ademarta always claimed buckthorn drives off vampires.
Silver sword's your best option for keeping them at bay. But it won't get the job done, because only a higher vampire can truly kill another of its kind.
Excuses. Ha! Your Grace, I shall assemble a battue. Bring the matter to its end at once. The Witcher need but tell us where to find this monster.
Stay out of this, dude.
Whoa, this is work for a Witcher, not for your guardsmen.
Yet when a Witcher fails, my guardsmen must step in. I'll take my best. 40 hardened veterans. No vampire can stand up to that.
40, 50, 100? Doesn't matter. Won't make any difference against him.
You have not seen my guardsmen in action.
Can they fight fog? Hit a target that moves faster than the wind?
How? What creature can do such things?
That's
Creatures
what I'm
like
trying
this
to explain.
One. Higher vampires, we call them. Each one's a little different. Unique or exceptional, you might say. Some transform into giant bats. Others communicate with animals, command them.
Yet all are still brainless beasts.
Dead wrong. Thinking of lesser vampires. Alps, Ekamaras, Catacans, for instance. They're ruled by instinct, sure. Attack anything that smells of blood.
Like you, dude.
Higher vampires.
Look at Geralt's golden hair.
They think. They employ reason.
Monsters driven by reason.
I think he's getting more golden now.
Curious contention. What then do you intend to do?
It's no common monster,
It's way
dude.
beyond being some monster. This is a powerful being that's walked the world for centuries.
Yeah, impossible. If so great is their power, why have they not killed or enslaved us all?
Don't usually meddle in our matters. Mostly stay out of our way because they don't care about humans one way or the other.
And they do not fear we shall wipe them out one day.
They'd probably be pretty amused if you asked them that. They're well aware of their strength.
Then what can we do? Do you have a plan?
Go and talk to him.
Try to talk to him. That's our best bet.
I cannot believe this. Her Grace summons a Witcher to kill a monster. Instead, he wishes to chat with it. Ha.
Know what I'm doing.
Wasn't your
His lover
Robotnik?
was kidnapped. He's being blackmailed.
Blackmailed? Be so kind as to explain how a vampire might be blackmailed.
Higher vampires? They're like us, motivated by emotions, not instinct. Not only are they intelligent to an extreme, they're emotionally rich, capable of feeling many things, even love. This one fell in love with a woman, a human, and he'll do anything to keep her from harm.
You do not, I trust, suggest we let Milton's killer go free. Or wait until it murders again. We must render it harmless as quickly as possible.
Which is why that's my aim now, to prevent further attacks. Vampires only half the problem. Blackmailers at fault chiefly. Kidnapped the woman to control the vampire.
And what do you propose to do?
That should be
I'll
obvious.
find the blackmailer, free the vampire's lover.
You were to destroy him, not help him.
No one else should die. That's most important. Soon as the woman's safe, he'll have no more reason to kill.
I admit to being swayed, Witcher. You may be right. Do you know anything about the blackmailer?
Got one lead. A few scraps of paper. Blackmailer wrote the names of the vampire's victims on them. One of them stained. A drop of wine, looks like. So damn little to go on.
You've no idea how wrong you are, my dear. Send for the ducal sommelier. Hop, hop! In Tucson, wine is sacred. Here there is no such thing as a drop of wine, or stains therefrom. They are stains from a drop of Est, Ervelus, Fiorano.
Your Grace wished to see me?
Witcher, show him the paper scrap. Benoit, can you determine which wine made this stain?
Yes, yes. The west bank of the Sala, too. That's rather obvious. Aged in barrels of Beauclair oak. Hue, deep burgundy. Clarity, high. It's simple. Sans Real, the 1269 vintage.
That's impossible. The wine is produced at Castel Ravello, especially and exclusively for the ducal table. Perhaps some Sans Real was stolen. We must go to the vineyard, see if there's not been an incident.
Tell me more about this one.
Never heard of it.
It's highly unlikely you've ever had a chance to partake of it. As I said, it is only ever served to the ducal family.
Didn't stop it from ending up on that scrap of paper. Unless your Grace's sommelier is mistaken.
In matters of wine, Benoit is never mistaken. If he says it's Sans Real, it is Sans Real. We must ride to Castel Ravello at once. Discover what has happened.
I'm in. Alright, we're probably going to finish this segment.
Your Grace wants to go with me? Out of the question.
I hope you do not suppose we will sit on our ducal hiney and do nothing while our duchy is in grave danger.
Your Grace, what you propose is far too dangerous. The Witcher should go alone.
It pleases me to see you gentlemen finally agree on something. But I've made my decision.
She's gonna tear off
we
her dress
shall
again.
go, accompanied by the best possible escorts. You, Captain, and Geralt.
Yay, we got party
We
members.
will travel incognito.
Girl's like, fuck
We've no
this.
wish to give the court any reason to gossip. For the duration of this mission, I release you from your obligation to adhere to court protocol. In short, from now on, I am Anna Henrietta, not your Grace.
Yes, Your Grace. Witcher, are you ready?
It'll take a minute to get used to on it, Robotnik.
Yeah, ready to go.
Excellent. Give me a moment. I must don something more appropriate and concealing. Then we will
Good
be
thing.
off.
Keep putting on concealing things. The non-concealing things get me in trouble with YouTube.
This vampire, have you ever faced its sort before?
I have.
How did it end? Did you kill it?
Geralt! Why do you flee?
Witcher, come back! You're to protect her
Why do you
highness!
play?
Didn't have to fight him. Hadn't killed anyone.
Have you ever heard of anyone defeating such a vampire?
Know of a man who defeated one, sure, but he didn't manage to kill it. Ultimately, only another vampire can kill a vampire.
I mean... Alright, let's see if I can get through this segment. Can we go faster? Nope. Roach? Alright.
Hunters have attacked the wagon!
Slow now.
We must help!
Stay back, Your Grace! We shall see to this! Help! Save us!
Oh. Whoa, kitties!
Back, you beast! Begone!
Not kitties!
Help! Save us! Back, you beast! Begone! Save us!
Done. Time to move on.
If not for you, we'd have been done for.
Fortunately happened by.
You saved our lives.
Roach, where are you going?
Tell me more about
Nope,
this vineyard.
Roach!
Castel Ravello.
They're gonna be like, why are you fleeing? I'm gonna be like, fucking Roach took a right when everybody went left. We're missing precious lore because of you. Roach. I saw that. Did she just run over a dog? Or did I run over a dog? I wasn't paying attention. I'm too busy scolding Roach.
Slower.
Yeah, slower. Alright. Before I get too invested in this, we are stopping right here. Until next time, on Witcher Ball Z.